Hey, it's a ton of y'all. Yo, what's up? I was just working on my latest speech. Y'all heard about spriteism? Yeah, he sure has. I've been approaching it all wrong, man. You heard of it too? Yeah, I've been trying to like talk about it in a funky way. Yeah, I've been trying to be real direct, and I think people need a little bit more of a story. Howdy. Hey, y'all mind if I try my speech on y'all? I'm still rehearsing it. I don't really know what it is. Still kind of tricky for me. I'll tell you what. I want to get away from this damn stage. It makes me think about drinking. I don't want to drink, you know. I'm trying to get better at it. Where do you think a good place I could go, huh? I don't know. Hey, feller over there with the check face. Where's the place you haven't been yet, huh? Pick a direction. These folks know what they're talking about, but I don't know. Let's go over yonder. Yeah, let's see where that is over there. It's anywhere away from that damn gift shop and the stage. Those are two things that kind of get me wanting to wet my whistle a little bit, and not in a good way either. You ever been inside that little blown out? What is that? Airplane? There they go building. See their magic power over there. They got all sorts of crazy stuff. It's hard to get in it now unless you want to go somewhere nice. I'll tell you what, that's a great idea. Y'all build this up and go inside. I'll meet you where it takes you. How about that, huh? Talk about real daddy. Yo! What am I, floating in the air here? There we go. Alright, let me get my notes out here. There we go. Wow, alright. This is great. Here, I'll get up here on this little boat. The feller who brought us here, there he is. Alright, here's my idea. Alright. Listen up. Here we go. Hello, I'm here talking to you. You know me. I work for the MC. I've been taking people to and fro on the Aikman. You've probably seen me out there in your time boat experience over here, right? So I've been around for quite a while, and something I've noticed is that we are here in a closed loop. All right. Ooh, I like that. Can I use it? No, that's all right. Like you got a little cross there, buddy. All right. A closed loop. We're in a closed loop, my friends. Alright, the MC created this experience for us to experience it over and over and over and over. Now, some of you have only done one little loop around the place. Some of us have done it, right? And it's fun, it's nice, it's part of the experience, right? But some of you have done the loop over and over and over again. We've been looping again and again and again. Now, what happens when you're stuck in this loop? I think that every loop can either get a net positive, a net negative, or stay in stasis. I think the MC expected us to stay in stasis. He expected this thing to be rolling through. It's like we're all audience members and we go through, right? It's a metaphor, right? If we're all just audience here to see a show, well, what happens when the show's over? Now, the MC has created an experience where the show is never over. Y'all ever been to see a show before? You watch the show, and then what do you do afterwards? You go out into the lobby and you talk to people. You see people. If you're in church, you grab a cup of coffee. You talk to the actors. You figure out what's going on. You become yourself. Now, I'd like to argue that that self that you are in the lobby is also acting, right? There is no escape from the play. When you leave the theater, you are still being you, mask and all. Now, there is so much space, there is so much lobby here, and there's very few show. Right? So they send me out here to talk to you to do a job, but here we are constantly stuck in the lobby. It's an existential problem. And the way I think we can solve this existential problem is by getting very, very clear that we are in a performance right now. I say the audience nightmare stops here. You are off stage and we are in life. There is no time boat to see anymore. Mr. Arrow Man, he's seen all the time boat has to offer and he's still around. Mr. Shorty over there has seen the whole thing and he's still around. Now why is that? Because the lobby is where it's at. The show's over. Now where are we now? What can we do here? And that's really just where I'd like to start the idea of spriteism. What happens when the show's over? Because the show's ending. And we know it's going to end. Because whenever we enter a show, we know it's going to end. So we got to get something out of it while we're here. Now, I would like to say that this is a bit vague of an idea and that I'm still working on the finer points. But the metaphor is kind of what I'm working with. So, I'll tell you what. Can I have us line up in a line from the time boat here to the grass over here, a line. And I'm going to make a series of statements. And if you agree with the statement, I'd like you to take a step forward. But if the statement turns you off, I'd like you to take a step back. Yeah, preach it, brother. Go on over to the line. Me? Oh, gosh. I'm not a preacher or nothing. I think of myself using speeches. All right. It's a rhetorical device. Oh, you're a preacher, my friend. Well, actually, maybe you could do some preaching. Do some writing or something. All right. I'm going to make a statement. You take a step forward. If you agree, you take a step back. If you don't. All right. Let's see. My first statement here I'd like to see is who here is more interested in let me put it in a better way. Who here is very interested in the time boat story? All right, well, I'll take a step forward. Who here is very invested in the stories happening outside of the time boat? That's pretty much everyone. All right, now take a step back if you are more invested in the stories in the time boat than the stories out here. Nobody. Oh, he is. All right, all right. Interesting, interesting. Just trying to get a sense. Trying to get a sense. All right, let's see. What's my next question here? Take a step backwards if you chose your mask based off the decision that it's a reflection of you. Boom. Boom. Interesting. All right, take a step forward if you chose your mask with help from someone else. All right. Interesting. Interesting. All right, all right, all right, all right. Interesting, interesting. All right, all right, all right. Now, take a step forward if you change your mask on a weekly basis. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right, I'm curious about the, the life of a sprite here. All right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Take a step forward if you, let's see. Well, you're already all the way forward. Let's see. I'm still coming up with what my questions are going to be here. For you all the way forward, we'll do it backwards. Take a step backwards if you think that you can make, with your magic powers, anything you would like to make in this world. All right, we got desires, don't we? We got other things we want to make. Can you hear me? All right, good. I have a hard time making things. Yeah, I gotta pull things out of pockets. I gotta grab things from the boat and stuff like that. All right. Well, that was my first little thought about how to make the metaphor better. Now, if y'all have any ideas, I'm happy to let me know. This guy's talking about a lot of cross stuff over there. You know what I mean? But anyway, I wanted to get a little bit of a sense of what was going on. I'm gonna keep working on it. Anyway, thanks, y'all. Whoa. I'm glad you got to check out a new place here. It's beautiful out here, right? All right, here. Why don't you take my notes? You could try it. Yeah, get up there. All right. This guy wants to tell us something. I'm going to sneak out the back here and keep spriteism going, buddy.